catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive.
Hassel, let's talk to me. Yeah, welcome to another edition of Hassel's Review. It's your host with the most, your boy Hassel. And guys, it is mid-December. It's turning off cold outside, even here in South Georgia. Your boy does not do cold at all. I am a warm weather aficionado. But I figured what better figure to unbox during the cold than none other than Secret Wars Iceman. Now, we got a Iceman just a while back in a retro card. Pretty nice figure, but this is the new Secret Wars Retro. Looks really great. I'll do a comparison of the two side by side so you guys can see the difference in the two figures. How much is retooled, how much is just complete new figure. I'll be learning with you guys as I got one for the wall and one to open at the exact same time. So we'll dive into that. I even compare him to the Age of Apocalypse Iceman. And as a bonus, because Walmart delivered, and they actually delivered not in a damn bag this time, I have a retro card Spiderman Mystero, not to be confused with the guy that's Booyaka, Rey Mysterio, the 619. So we got Mysterio, Mr. Quentin Beck himself back here. And actually, I'm going to be honest, just the outside looking in, pretty damn solid figure. You typically, the more cartoony ones, I don't go in for. But this actually looks pretty damn solid and has some really cool accessories with him. So, pretty stoked, pretty excited about it. So, let's quit yammering about it. Let's dive right into the old meat and potatoes of this thing. And let's unbox these action figures. Alright guys, here we go. We got our Secret Wars figure, and as well as our retro card Mysterio, all here on Hassel's Review. You can't see the sign back there. I'm sorry, folks. It is what it is. But we did, I wanted to put the Age of Apocalypse version there. That is the Marvel Select slide, though, because, you know, it just made it look a little more boss to me. It's pretty badass. It's the only good thing about the Marvel Select figure. But we'll get into that a little later. So you got the retro card Iceman with the Secret Wars, Scarlet Wars. So as you can see over here, that is what the retro card Iceman looks like, M-O-C-A-F. So we got him there. So we're going to dive into him here. But before we do, why don't we dive into old Quentin Beck here? So I'll slide Iceman out of the way here a little bit. And now we'll see what we got right here with old Quentin. All right, so we got the Master of Illusion himself here. Now you see, this is a pretty cool box. I'm going to be honest, I was really torn about not adding this to my Spider-Man retro wall there, but I'm out of room, so to speak. Now, I could have dropped it below Lizard and Sandman there, but I don't know. This is also just such a cool figure here that I just felt like, man, I kind of need to open him. Like, my Spider-Man shelf needs this guy in its life. So, yeah, we're going to open him up there. But before we do, I will show you guys this guy right here. So this is the Silver Surfer retro comic series Surfer that I got just this week. Now, I did take the blast effects off of Blue Marvel to kind of give him that cosmic energy, so to speak. But man, I can't talk highly enough about this. This is the one that we posted the short of with some various things, but really, really cool figure. I like that guy. It's going to be one of the better figures of the year, honestly. I'm pretty surprised. When I say comic series, kind of like the Maximum Spider-Man I got there that's got the Infinity Gauntlet thing there. Very similar to that. Maybe I should have teased him up with Warlock, where I took the Infinity Gauntlet off of Warlock and put it on him. Who knows? So let's dive into this guy here. Let's dive into old Quentin. Let's see what we got here. I say a whole lot on the back. Special effects artist Quentin Beck becomes the famous villain Mysterio, using mind-bending illusions to simulate mystic powers and commit crimes. So we got a head there. That's pretty cool. That's man, that would actually probably fit in good with Crystal Ball. It's somewhat similar to some of the stuff that come with Crystal Ball. I'm trying to look at my Crystal Ball, but he's over there. Some good little feet effects. Tentacles in there. That's pretty neat. Pretty nifty, so to speak. Got some hands. Put them hands on them, son. Now, this right here just screams 90s douchebag. Look at that face. Got the hair slicked back with the little short ponytail. Nothing said douchebag in the 90s like that right there, people. Whew. You knew this guy was finna be a fucking menace. So let's get him out of here. Let's see what we're working with here. Wow, this cape is wow, that sucks. Okay. So, all right. Let's just stick them shits off to the side there. So right off the rip, yeah, that is off there. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just stick this guy on here, just to kind of see. Got them fisticuffs. Pretty plain body. It's pinless. That's pretty sweet. The color and looks good. It's comic accurate or cartoon accurate. Only thing I don't like is, you know, Mystero always has the quilted look. And they didn't go that route, which is crazy considering, like on Shocker, they went the route of putting the quilted look on him, but yet they didn't, you know, detail the quilted look. I'm sorry. To you know, give it the coolness factor. Head pops on and off pretty good though. That's pretty cool. Maybe like oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? My camera was in the wrong fucking spot. What am I doing? Let's pop you back off, buddy. So how easy? Okay. So let's put you. So here's quite the conundrum. So that's gonna go boom like that. It doesn't stay in too good though. Cape is not the best thing there. So let's see what this looks like. So Quentin's head went on rather easily. This the skull head here is kind of hard to get on. And holy shit, people, I'm sorry, my camera is in the wrong fucking spot tonight. Yeah, he's a little top heavy. I'm sure we can do some tweaking with that though. Whoa! So do these have like little feet holes, or they just wrap around the foot maybe? Maybe that's why he's hard to pose. Maybe these are meant to go in the old foot, so to speak. Foot fits in, or looks as if it does. Maybe, huh? I'm gonna be honest, folks, I'm not really sure how that goes. I mean, if the foot goes in all the way, there's a notch for the foot there, but it's like, why is it like that? Huh. Maybe I'll just do it like that. Even though it's got that on there. Man, I am really apologizing, folks. My POV cam is failing me at best today. So, there we go. We'll adjust some shits. It's pretty legit looking. I like it. Put old Quentin on there like that. And do you need one with the bowl on him? That's my thing. Do you? Huh. Pretty solid figure. He's just hard to balance. I got to figure out a solid way to kind of balance him out. Where do the effects really go? How does that work out, so to speak? Pretty solid figure though, man. So it's pretty cool. You get all the little whatnots with it. I give it a 4 Hassel, 4 to 5 Hassels. We can go with that. He will go on my Spiderman shelf over there. I've showed you guys the shelf before. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, 4 to 5 Hassels. So what about this guy right here? The main event. So, this was the first one. And it's got it's kind of like a different polymer. It's not quite translucent, but it's got a sparkle effect to it, so to speak. I mean, it almost has like this crystal look to him, really. I like it myself. I dig it pretty good. So let's dive into this guy and let's see what our main differences is. What we got on the back? Well, we got some pretty cool art on the back, actually. That just screams Spider-Man and his amazing friends. It's pretty cool there. Battle World. There we go. We got a pretty cool hologram. Changes back and forth. Looks like pretty much the same eye slide we got with that Iceman right there. It's just a clear through here. A little bit better paint applications. Now these are the things that, I'll be honest, I thought was a little neat. And this was kind of what sold me on this figure was, yeah, these. They'll attach to his wrist and then give it the effect like he's actually doing the ice slide itself. Got a grimacing face, a smiling face, so we did not get just the another, plain face there. So I like that right there. He done a great deal of smiling back then. It's before Gene let him know he was gay. Clear hands. Where you guys stand on that storyline? I mean, personally, I have zero, issues with the gay characters in the comic books. Honestly, I'm all for diversity. Create them, but create new characters. Don't take an 80-year-old character and then give us the, oh, he just didn't realize he was gay. I'm pretty sure if that's your bag or whatnot, you know. If you know, you know. I mean, no one had to tell me, oh, you know what, Dave? You didn't know you liked girls, but you do. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the same for him. Pretty cool little ice ball here. I'm curious why it's actually painted white and snowish. when the rest of everything is translucent, so to speak. But hey, we're not gonna hate on that. No hate in the game today. No hate in the game. So let's see what we got with old Bob here. So as you can see, he is translucent. It is a pinless body to where this guy is not. It is not the same mold. It does look to be... I've noticed with a lot of these pinless, they kind of work off of the mold and then like modify. So this was something I had seen online and was kind of like a lot of people. It's a little too clear there. And as a result, it makes the, you know, joints and whatnot look a little more, you know, pronounced. Like, I don't know. It's got a pretty good range of movement though, for the most part. I like the belt there on him. It's good. It's posable a little bit. On this one, he has the circular. I thought that would have been cooler if this guy would have actually came with, I don't know, the inhibitor belt. That would have been pretty sweet. Back when he couldn't control his powers during this time. He must have had knee replacements because those are not as translucent as the rest. So that's a different type of plastic. I worked in the, same with the elbows here. I worked in the world of plastics for 23 years, so I kind of recognize these sorts of things, which I mean, a fool would have recognized this. That's not what I'm saying, but it just stands out to me. Kind of like the neck ball is the same as those. So now that's going to stand out like fuck because as translucent as the heads are. Holy shit, that is a bitch to get on. So yeah, that's kind of stands out a little bit, so to speak. So let's take the old fisticuffs off because, you know, we got the fisticuffs on the other one. Let's just kind of see how well is the ball. Pose in his hand. Not worth a shit. Maybe it's meant more so for the other one. We'll see. Sometimes there's just enough slight variation in the two hands to where it's a little more suited for one than the other. So let's see here. Not really. I mean, it'll work. Well, we done the blizzard test and it worked. Oh, upside down, people. The blizzard didn't fall out. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. So let's see here. Let's attach these boogers and see just how difficult this guy is going to be to get into a position to mimic ice sliding. So I'm thinking we're going to have to kind of operate with one foot. Where the fuck is the foothold? Fucking with my eye holes. No, people's actually my feet holes. That actually looks pretty nifty. This should have been a little bit bigger, and it would have made it look a whole hell of a lot cooler. But that's pretty damn badass there. I like that. That looks good. Yeah, pretty damn solid there. Like I said, this is the Marvel Select one, and this was badass, other than the fact that this looks like the fucking ocean versus ice, which is why I put it with this version here, because the Age of Apocalypse, this is still a very, very underrated figure. But let's try something here, people. Let's see what we're cooking with here. Are we cooking with peanut oil? One little, two little footsies. Well, that actually looks pretty boss there. I'm sure, I mean, I could do some more tinkering with it, don't get me wrong. You know, quit fucking with my eye holes a little, do a little more posing. Monster would have this son of a bitch looking like it come out of, you know, Toy Fair magazine, but me and Monster don't pose the same. He does professional. I just make the son of a bitch stand up and it impresses me. Pretty legit though. I'm gonna give this figure, he's a solid, I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5 Hassels. The translucent stuff is a little hit and miss, because like it almost like a mask face on his face. Just the odds and ends and the difference of where the joints to make him posable and whatnot is a little off-putting to a degree. But yeah, other than that, man, he's pretty damn solid. I like him. Enjoyable figure. Yeah, definitely. And who knows? That Iceman may come off this, and this may be his new home. I don't know. I had to fuck around because it's off my Age of Apocalypse shelf, and it's a little looser than. It's got more free reign than my X-Men shelf. I may put one of these guys up here with Spidey, and then I have to go back and get me a Firestar at some point. There's my Hassel review sign. I tried to show you guys earlier. I fucked up on that. And put one of these guys on back on the X-Men shelf. And I don't know, maybe I'll put one on the X-Men shelf, and maybe I'll start an X-Factor shelf. Now that, you know, we've got Cyclops in that outfit, we've got either of these Icemen could pass for that era there, especially this one here with the more blocked version of the X. We got Angel, we got Jean Grey. The only thing we don't have is Hank from that era. And I'll be honest, I need a fucking Hank because I don't want to open this beauty here on the wall. But if I don't get one before long, I'm going to fall to temptation and I'm going to open that guy, even though he's going really high on eBay. So yeah. Yeah, guys, there we go. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Did you go in for that guy? Did you go in for this guy? Do you initially have that guy? Or what about old Mystero in the back there? Booyaka, booyaka. What you got? 619 them bitches. And with that being said, let's dive back to my beautiful face. Alright, guys. Now we're back to this beautiful mug right here. I know you missed me, but it is what it is. So, how did you guys like it? Did you go in for these guys? Did you not go in for these guys? Are you now going in for these guys since you see me unbox them? Drop a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What's your collecting habits moving forward? I know it's Christmas time. Is there something on Santa's old special list that you're saying, hey, Santa, I'd like to have this? And Santa can always be a wife, a husband, a significant other, or a just family member. So, I mean, it doesn't always have to be a jolly old fat guy up in the North Pole. What you got on your holiday list, so to speak? What are you looking for under your tree? How about let's do that. Drop a comment below, and the person with the coolest holiday request, we'll try to do something special for you. So let's do that. Let's make a game out of this. So whoever made it to the end, paid attention, you didn't just fucking say fuck this guy. Drop a comment below. Whoever's got the coolest holiday request from Santa Claus, we're going to do something for you. We'll reach out to you. We'll make it right with you. But with that being said, people, we've done unboxed the figures. You see it. Show our guys over at Stay Weird Network a little love. Chris Daly of Fuel by Weird. Our boy Big Rob of Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food. As well as, most importantly, us here at the Nerdy Man Room Show, Monster and myself, as we have a ton of different shows each and every week. We try to put out some content for you guys. So show us some love. Like, subscribe, share. That's how we grow, people. We have grown tremendously in the last year alone, and thank you. It means a lot. I have carpal tunnel, so the fact that I do this, that means I love you. So, all right, people, let's get ready for Santa Claus, and you better not be naughty. You better be nice, because if not, you won't get no action figures, folks.
Garbage, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply in the ring.